Adentro, ¿quién remata? ¡Cristiano!
Welcome to channel The Golden Goal. We will bring you the fastest, latest news about the day of the ball world. Take the subscribe and press the bell button to see the next videos.
Lionel Messi is Europe's top dribbler ahead of Eden Hazard and Jadon Sancho. Barcelona's Lionel Messi is Europe's top dribbler, while Chelsea's Eden Hazard is best in the Premier League and Borussia Dortmund's Jadon Sancho leads the way in the Bundesliga. Players in Europe's top 5 leagues have been ranked by the successful dribbles made per minute played. Argentine Messi has completed a dribble every 19.2 minutes, just ahead of Nice's Alain Saint-Maximin, 19.8. Belgium winger Hazard is 3rd, 21, and England's Sancho is 6th, 24.1. Hazard has the best success rate for players who attempted at least 100 dribbles, completing 73%. The data, collected over the past year, was provided by Opta and compiled by the CES Football Observatory. Opta classify a successful dribble as a player beating an opponent while retaining possession. Barcelona's Ousmane Dembele, 21.7, is among 5 Frenchmen in the top 8 in Europe, while Crystal Palace's Wilfried Zaha, 25.6, is 9th. Juventus' Paulo Dybala, 29.9, is Serie A's top dribbler. Diego Simeone, Atletico Madrid boss charged by Uefa. Atletico Madrid boss Diego Simeone has been charged with improper conduct by Uefa for his behavior in the Champions League match against Juventus. "It's not a nice gesture, I admit, but I felt the need to do it," he said later. "I did it as a player at Lazio and I did it again to show our fans that we have cojones. I can only apologize if anyone was offended." Juventus, along with their head coach Massimiliano Allegri, have also been charged after the European governing body said their players arrived late for kickoff. Atletico could face further action for the behavior of their fans, who are accused of throwing objects and blocking stairways at Wanda Metropolitano. Jurgen Klopp tears into Jordan Henderson during Liverpool dressing room rant. The Reds were held to a goalless draw by an injury-hit Manchester United side on Sunday. The Reds returned to the Premier League summit after the Old Trafford stalemate but will feel it was 2 points dropped against a United side crippled by injuries. Klopp substituted Henderson in the 72nd and the pair appeared to be involved in a heated exchange on the bench. However, the Sun claimed Klopp went ballistic at his players in the changing room after the game and was unhappy with the way Henderson reacted to being dragged. Sadio Mane also came under fire as Liverpool fired a blank against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's makeshift side. Liverpool were 7 points clear of Manchester City earlier this year but now just 1 separates the sides heading into the final 11 games. He claims he is remaining calm about his side's situation as they head into another big week which ends with a Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. "We all have to learn in these situations, the only way we can do it is with passion. This club, the heart and soul of this club, is passion. On Wednesday night we have another chance, at home to Watford, and then there's the derby, which is always a very emotional game so, again, passion. I get there has been a few too many draws in the last couple of games but, still, we are where we are so let's go on. People can say Man City are doing better but we don't compare ourselves with that because we have to get the points our own way." Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Man United boss hopes Romelu Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez step up. Manchester United interim boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hopes forwards Romelu Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez can step up as the Red Devils could be without 9 senior players against Crystal Palace. Ander Herrera, Jesse Lingard and Juan Mata were injured during the first half of Sunday's match against Liverpool. Marcus Rashford played most of the 0-0 draw with an ankle injury and is a doubt for Wednesday's fixture. Teenagers Angel Gomes, Tahith Chong and Jimmy Garner will be involved. Gomes, 18, is the only one of the academy trio to have made a Premier League appearance. As well as Herrera, Lingard, and Mata, United will be without defenders Phil Jones, Antonio Valencia, and Matteo Darmian, midfielder Nemanja Matic and forward Anthony Martial at Selhurst Park. Argentina centre-back Marcos Rojo, who has made just 3 appearances this season, will also be involved after returning from a long-term injury. Argentina centre-back Marcos Rojo, who has made just 3 appearances this season, will also be involved after returning from a long-term injury. "There are not a lot of positives," said Solskjaer, who is waiting to see how Rashford responds to treatment on his ankle. The Norwegian said Wednesday's game gives Lukaku and Sanchez a chance to play to their potential. "The two get on very well," he said. "Hopefully Alexis and Romelu can step up. We will have a good team out on the pitch." Could Marco Reus face Tottenham Hotspur? Tottenham Hotspur might have to face Marco Reus next week. Let's face it, Borussia Dortmund need a miracle to knock Tottenham Hotspur out of the Champions League when both sides resume their last 16 tie on March 5. Mauricio Pochettino's troops thumped the German giants 3-0 at Wembley earlier this month to put one foot in the quarter-final phase of the competition. Barring a miracle, Spurs will be advancing, but it looks like Dortmund have a bit of a lifeline for the second leg next Tuesday. The Bundesliga leaders hinted on Twitter that Marco Reus, who missed the first leg through injury, is fit again in what could be a major boost for Lucien Favre's side. The 29-year-old has 17 goals in all competitions this season, illustrating that the fact that he's a huge player for them. Tottenham fans will rightly argue that they will have Harry Kane available too, which might cancel out Reus's return. Man City and Fernandinho pay high price for quadruple hunt. The Carabao Cup final turned into a tense Manchester City triumph, but injury to key midfielder may just take the edge off it. 7 starts in 25 days, just 2 brief rests, once games were in the bag. It is a persistence of selection that tells you exactly how important Fernandinho is to this Manchester City team. And the sight of him limping off in the Carabao Cup final put a slight dampener on a dramatic and triumphant afternoon. The biggest surprise of recent weeks was that the brilliant Brazilian was asked to turn out on the Newport Bog, in an FA Cup tie against League Two opposition. As the Welsh club's manager Michael Flynn said, it was a welcome sign of respect from Pep Guardiola, playing some of his key men against lowly opponents. With hindsight, Guardiola might wish he had been less respectful to Newport and more circumspect in his handling of the 33-year-old midfielder. There were other casualties in South Wales. Gabriel Jesus also suffered a groin problem, while John Stones felt a hamstring twinge in training 2 days later. Guardiola used the double blow to launch into a diatribe about the amount of football to which his players are subjected. He said, "That's normal when you play 3 months every 3 days. Sooner or later you are going to finish the season and give them 3 weeks and we'll come back and play in China, and we have to win because if we don't win it will be immense. Then the players say we need rest and that's happened. Maybe UEFA will organize a tournament for those 3 weeks we have off,